My name is Scott Salisbury, and I'm the Director of Marriage Programs here at Relate Well, Live Well. I myself have had the privilege of pastoring for 25 years here locally at a church, and the weight of ministry and responsibility of not just ministry, but marriage and raising a family can be extremely heavy. And so one of the desires that we had in our community is how do we give back to those of you who give so much as pastors here? And so we have created these weekends where pastors can come with their spouses and just invest in some intentional time together. The feedback we've gotten has been tremendous, where many have said it's not only refreshing, but enriching, encouraging, and for some, they said even life-changing. For us to hear those words, know that we're on the right track. And so we want to continue that process in serving pastors in our community. As you may hear about some coming up in your local area, we'd love to have you join us as those come up and take those times together, which you can invest in each other, invest in your marriage, and allow there to be a time of just encouragement and equipping as well. And so you're going to hear from a few other pastors who've joined us in the past. Feel free to reach out and let us know if there's a way we can help serve you and maybe answer any questions you might have.
I think both of our families really did not like the idea of marital counseling or going for any kind of enrichment help. And so that was one barrier we had to overcome. But we had a child who was severely injured in a car accident. And one of the people that was helping us navigate through that season encouraged us to really work on our marriage, that most couples don't survive that type of a tragedy that happens to their family. So we went, and over the years we've gone to marital counseling probably half a dozen times, and also to marriage enrichment programs like Relate Well, Live Well, not because we felt like there was a big problem, but because we always knew there was an opportunity for a tune-up. Much like you would take your car into a mechanic periodically, we knew that our marriage could be better and we wanted it to be better, so we've done that off and on over the years.
So when we heard about the retreat, we were so excited, so we jumped on that. And I think it's so important to just stop, take stock of what's going on, reflect, talk together. We talk a lot in our marriage. Maybe one of us talks a little more than the other, but we really love to have that open line of communication. But life is always changing, and there's always more to talk about, always things to talk about in a new way, in a deeper way. And the retreat offered the perfect opportunity for us to do that. So I think it's crucial. I can't stress that enough, how important it was and what a total blessing it was for us to be able to go.
It's so good to be somewhere where I don't have to be somebody, and just be able to go to a situation where we can just be a couple like everybody else. And yes, we're all in ministry together because they're all pastors or people involved in church, but I didn't have to do anything. I just needed to show up and enjoy, and the sessions were good, the time away was refreshing, the location was fantastic.
But to be able to go to an event by Relate Well, Live Well, where we could sit and be together and learn and glean so much, and then be able to go back. I've told everyone, like it's Christmas, when I came back, you need to do this. You need to see these tools, these cards that they give you, they're amazing. And we were able to just take so much away. The tools that are provided are so good because they're things we know we need to do. And I think it's like anything in life. We know we should exercise. We know we should eat right. We know we should do all of these things, but it's the maintenance. It's going back over time and saying, how are we doing on this?
Ministry is very stressful, and so they have a hard time finding who can they talk to this about where they feel safe, and they need that because leadership is hard. I think that the amount of stress, and it really is people watching you all the time, and yet you have to first make sure that your family is healthy and whole, that your marriage first, then as parents, and then as you lead. And you can't lead well if your family isn't whole. You can lead, but again, you're pouring from an empty cup.
We were just amazed at how well we had retention of couples throughout the program, actually growth in that second and third week, higher attendance than we did in the first week. But the metrics that came out were a very strong indication that couples enjoyed the program. They got benefit from it. They even gave us anecdotal feedback later that said they were looking forward to coming back, inviting some of their friends to come with them. And we know that this program has tremendous value. So we're looking forward to being able to repeat it in the future. And I would encourage every church to take a serious look at having this kind of a program in your church to make sure that your marriages are strong, so that your families are strong and your church is strong.